Hi guys, good afternoon. It's 6 p.m. CET. It's Sunday, 28th of July 2019. We are approaching end of the month, end of the week, or just the beginning of the new week. Piotr here. This is a Crypto Market Flow update. Just a friendly reminder, Crypto Market Flow is a part of Land of Trading Group, and we are about to talk Ripple on the tape. And guys, if bulls are not gonna start to do something, Ripple is on the verge of collapse, both versus Bitcoin and versus US dollar. I'm sorry if you are a fan of Ripple, but purely based on the chart only. I've been quite bullish some time ago. Ripple is on the verge of collapse. Before we start, risk warning as usual, guys. Please bear in mind trading crypto on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for investors. You can sustain a loss of some or you can sustain a loss of some or all your initial investments, so please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Alright, so let's get back into that Ripple chart, that the daily chart, Ripple versus Bitcoin. The most important thing here is the break of this 4,000 Satoshi on a daily chart. Okay, it was some kind of a triple or quadruple bottom, even if you wish, right? Here. It was also very important point ahead of the breakout to the upside. Okay, we are below this level. That's the first important thing here on this Ripple versus Bitcoin chart. Now it's even worse. Okay, it's even worse. Perfect retest, rejection, continuation to the downside. Right now, I like to check the history of the chart because it's sometimes, you know, history like to play out again and again and again and again. So I took this up to the upside, compare with this to the upside, and compare with this upside. Each time the upside was smaller, right? Okay, one can argue that overall we do have bloodbath when we are talking about the higher prices of Bitcoin, then the rest is tanking. That's true, but I'm gonna to show you something in a second. Ripple versus dollar. So anyway, in case of the Ripple versus Bitcoin, this daily chart, right? What I'm gonna to do, I'm going to try to short that beast. How I'm going to approach that one, right? I can see two possible supply levels under the 4,000 Satoshi. All right. So my first approach is going to be some kind of the bear flag. I would like to see attempt to go lower, one more rally, right, and some stop count above 3,600 Satoshi, and then turn around and the final move to the downside. That's the first scenario. Or if the bear flag is not gonna work my way, I'm going to monitor the swing high over here, and there is a possibility around 3,900 Satoshi. The market may want to finish the business based on this swing high. Of course, two daily consecutive close above 4,100 Satoshis, 2 days in a row close above. Okay, that's gonna cancel this bearish view, and we are going to get back into the neutral. Right now, what's gonna be the targets? Just give me a second. First target is gonna be around 1,500 Satoshi. I'm going to explain you within the second what I'm talking about. 1,500 Satoshi, that's the place we started the rally, right? And so that's the first target, 1,500 Satoshi. The second target is psychological 1,000 Satoshi over here. So from the risk reward trading perspective or investing perspective, risk reward is going to be in favor of bears, guys. But don't chase the price right here, right? Either wait for this 3,900 swing high reaction, or simply try to trade the bear flag I've been talking about. But you wanna see first attempt and failure. You wanna see the rally after the failure, and then failure around 3,600 Satoshi. So that's the two trading plans to try to short Ripple versus Bitcoin based on the daily chart. So let's switch right now. Let's switch to the daily chart, Ripple versus dollar. Where we have it, this yeah, okay. And here's even worse, right? Because I do understand that something is falling against the Bitcoin once while Bitcoin is on the rise. That's okay. That could be argument. Not that great one, but it could be, right? But if something looks ugly versus USD, then I'm very, very worried. Now, here is a little bit different story than what we discussed versus Bitcoin, and I would like you to take into the consideration those waves like this. Looks like we are falling versus dollar. We are falling under own weight, right? So now we have, that's what was discussed some time ago, that huge supply on the Ripple, and that's what is wait here right now, right here, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of the Fibonacci, but with this strategy, when trying to explain what is going on here, it's good, because if you were using Fibonacci for quite some time, then you don't have to draw the lines. You've got the possibility to visualize this, to try to imagine where it is. But for those who are not gonna be able to understand just full visualization with Fibonacci lines, right? So we had this huge move to the downside and spike to the upside, right? Now the spike to the upside, look, 38.250 in between this zone, right? And again, rejection, okay? One can argue that the rejection, we didn't make lower low, and that's the case when you are falling under your own weight, because that was the strong move to the downside, attempt to go higher, rejected, and now after the rejection here and move to the downside, right? Another rally, and what? And what? Again, 38.250, again. Now, based on this strategy, when you are falling under your own weight, you don't want to see the cross of 50 cents, right? So what I'm gonna to look for here, I wanna see half rally of that move. So in that case, I wanna see 40 cents again. It might be the case, and I'm looking to, of course, the exposure is gonna be lower because the distance between the entry and the stop is much bigger here. So exposure here has to be much lower, and I don't know where is target. I don't know where is target. Once we are going to break through 30 cents, 28.5, the way is open to the downside. Very low. Okay. Of course, 2 consecutive daily close above 50 cents. Okay. Will negate this ugly bearish scenario. So I'm looking to sell on rally towards 40 cents, maybe above 40 cents, and I don't want to see 2 consecutive daily close above 50 cents. Guys, I'm sorry that on Sunday I'm bringing such a ugly scenario, but maybe simple Ripple has to go lower. All right, guys, it was my pleasure to be with you here again. Don't be trapped. Have a great rest of the Sunday and see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.